So we got some pretty crazy stuff out here for the voting campaign for the next collector's pack. So for those of you that enjoy voting on things, we're going to go through every possible choice that you can talk about here and whatnot. So we have 12 options to vote for right now, and basically there's a link down here on the organization for those of you, since you're always like, what's the website? YGOorganization.com. So anyway, official voting right now for the next collector's pack. Now, I notice there's a problem here. Avalon's armor cards still not listed as a viable option, and I'm just sitting here going, when are we going to get the armor cards? Like, you guys know that we want these, right, Konami? Like, you're not totally ignorant to the situation. Right? Right? I hope not. But, anyway, so we have at least a good chunk of options available for here, and some of them a little bit more interesting than others. So the first option here is Jean-Claude Magnum, baby. So if you guys don't remember Jean, he's the one that ended up playing against Amai in like a filler episode of the original Yu-Gi-Oh! He's also, I believe, voiced by Greg Abbey, which is also Yusei's voice actor, but this man plays a ninja deck. If you guys don't remember, Jean-Claude Magnum was also available he was also at the WCQ a few years back playing. So like, we're a huge fan of ninja cards. His deck was mainly composed of low-level ninja monsters. As you just saw there, this man literally, look at this. It would be really cool to see a revival for a ninja deck, especially, you know, little shinobis such as this. Like, look, when this card is summoned in face-up attack position, especially summon one ninja soldier katana or hand in defense mode, look how bad these cards actually are for this guy. So I guess if we're a fan of wanting more ninja cards, when this card is summoning special one ninja monster from your hand or deck, that's broken. We need good support like this. And by casting your vote for Jean-Claude Magnum, you are getting the chance to support your favorite ninja archetype. We need this, by the way. Don't get me wrong. Now, personally, this one shocked me, actually. So I don't think any of you, besides like maybe the 10 manga readers in here, know who Yako Tenma is. And years ago on this channel, I did a character deck dedicated to Yako Tenma. And he is awesome. So, he is the main protagonist of Yu-Gi-Oh! R, alright? He is the protege and adopted son, often mistaken or mistranslated as the younger brother of Pegasus, and the biological twin brother of God. We don't care about that too much. So, Mr. Yako Tenma here is responsible for something that you all might know about. And you've heard of the Wicked Racer, the Wicked Avatar, and the Wicked Gods, the Wicked Avatar itself. So the Wicked Avatar is that little ball that we got years ago out there, which means we could see a return of the Wicked Gods back to the game, which I'm actually excited for. He had a lot of stuff going on in his deck. He also had the Beast King Barbaros in his deck, Belial. A lot of these cards, Machine Lord Uar, the Wicked Dreadroot, Wicked Racer. There was a lot of stuff that he had in his deck that necessarily didn't get a lot, I guess, like printing into the game. There's a lot of broken manga stuff. So a vote for Yako Tenma is a vote to revive support for the Wicked archetype. And quite honestly, this is one of the... There's one other one here that definitely... It's between Yako and the other one. Definitely both have my consideration. So we also have Alice. Alice is a vengeful doll chimera. This is an interesting one because her whole deck is compiled of doll parts. Now, unless you're making this like a Necroface style deck. Okay, so This card cannot be destroyed by battle. This card is selected as an attack target, inflict 500 damage to your opponent. Then switch control of this card at the end of the damage step. Do we really want to give our opponent cards? Like, let's be honest here, guys. Like, I don't know. I'm not a super big fan of this. Okay, Doll Chimera. That's just freaky. So, like, I guess if you want to play a dead doll deck, you can. This card cannot be normal summon or set. Must be special summoned by its own effect or with marionettal burial. This card gains 400 attack for each doll part in your graveyard. You can send 2 doll parts from your deck to the graveyard to special summon this card. Do we really want to play a bunch of bricks in our deck? Like, I get it that, I don't know, man. I get that there's some interesting stuff. When your opponent takes control of an Alice the Wandering Doll you control, special summon 1 doll part from your deck. Alright, yeah, I'm gonna hard pass on the doll archetype. I get that it would be kind of cool, but, like, that's rough. Alright, then we got Jim Crocodile. So, if I remember correctly, Jim Crocodile was... people loved this deck. Now, this is a solid, like, 3rd place vote for me, because my boy here was also responsible for having Fossil Dynapachycephala. By the way, so if this card destroys opponent's monster by battle, it is changed to defense position at the end of the damage step. Then it gains defense equal to the defense of the destroyed monster. Fossil Dyna from the anime is a much different card than the jamming special summoner that we have today. But this man had an entire fossil deck, by the way, that he could just do with. And one of the big cool things about his deck was he actually played an actual fossil engine here. So 1 rock-type monster plus 1 level 4 lower dinosaur monster in your opponent's graveyard. Well, that's actually really cool. Literally, the options that we could have here. 1 rock-type monster plus 1 level 8 or higher dinosaur monster in your opponent's graveyard. If we allow this archetype to come to the game, I just want to say RIP dinosaurs, because the fossil deck is just going to outright beat you. And you're going to just be like, what? What's going on here? So Fossil Fusion looks like it was removed from play. Fusion material monsters are listed on a Fossil Fusion monster cards in the graveyard and your opponent's graveyard, and special summon the Fossil Fusion monster from your Fusion deck. Oh boy. So I'm assuming, for the most part here, that they're going to just be generic-esque cards, kind of like Super Poly in a way, that we can interact off of the opponent's graveyard. Oh, I see right here. 1 level 5 or 6 machine monster in your opponent's graveyard. And a rock monster. Cool. So we literally just have an entire archetype that we can interact with. 1 level 4 lower warrior monster. Alright, cool. So maybe just maybe, the whole concept for the fossil deck might be broke. I kind of think we're going to need more than a singular duelist pack for this, but that's pretty cool. Familiar of Red. Now, basically, this is just the little spirit that plays a Yomi deck. I'm not a super big fan of this. So, like, the Yomi ships are cool. Don't get me wrong. This card is destroyed and sent to the graveyard and inflict 800 damage to your opponent. If you controlled this card and it was destroyed and sent to the graveyard, all cards in the graveyard, opponent declares an attack and send 1 abyss monster to the graveyard and special summon it. I don't know, man. Like, considering all the other high contenders that we have here, I don't know if we really want to go down this paradigm. You know what I mean? Okay, when this card is destroyed into the graveyard, inflict 800 damage to your opponent, and then if this card was destroyed during the battle phase, end the battle phase. This just kind of seems like a very passive deck. I'm gonna hard pass on this guy. I know we didn't go through a lot here, but it doesn't seem that well. Sid Barlow, the leader of the Duel Runner Thieves. Okay, so this guy actually fought Jack Atlas, and he had an assault wheel deck. Look, it's against Street Patrol. Oh, cool, so this thing gets trample, and then if this card attacks at the end of battle phase, its attack comes 0 until your next standby phase. Yeah, but it's 2300 0. Alright, that's pretty cool, I guess. Alright, we had an extra deck card here. Combat Wheel. Oh boy, it's Synchro Monster. 1 tuner plus 1 or more non-tuner. During your opponent's battle phase, you can activate this card's effect by discarding 1 card. Till the end phase, this card gains attack equal to the total half the total attack of all face monster opponent controls. If you activate this effect, destroy all monsters you control. When this card is destroyed, your opponent cannot select other monsters you control as attack target. I am not liking the whole premise of this archetype. There's not a lot here, but something. Alright, so you can vote for Stygian Street Patrol, the archetype, I guess, if you really want. Fortuno, known as Jin, was the fortune teller number holder that had Shockmaster. Now, I don't remember a lot about this guy, but he had a Shaman deck. Upon spell cards activating, special summon one Shaman monster from your hand. Okay, cool. Well, that seems awful. This guy also had Big Eye and Shockmaster. I just want to let that sink in. This guy was pretty packed here. So, your opponent normal special summons effect. Once you special summon one Shaman from your hand. This guy's whole deck was just Shockmaster. Guess you lose now, buddy. Like, what do you do against that? Shaman Call. If you control 2 or more face-up spellcaster monsters with 0 attack, special summon 1 level 4 or lower Shaman monster from your deck. This deck is just Turbo Exceeds rank 4. We did it. Like, I don't see anything else too exciting here for this stupid deck. Like, wants to copy special summon from either graveyard. Alright, cool. That's bonkers. Can we get that card? Alright, well, the Shaman deck, I guess, could use a little bit of love. Really for what it's worth, but hey, man, when you can just put out Big Eye and Shockmaster in your deck's got to be good, right? Alright, Caswell Francis, or Takashi Todoroki. So, what does this guy even play? Why is this? Oh, Crashbugs. Oh, no! Please do not vote for this guy. Okay, for the memes, you can go vote for the Crashbug deck, alright? Like, if you're feeling like ruining some people's day, then you should go vote for the Crashbug deck. You guys remember Crashbug YZ, all the little fun guys out there. Oh, God. Okay, so he had Crashbug XY, and then he had debuggers. Is that Minecraft? This card's almost, especially one debugger Z from your deck. If you control a face-up debugger Y to activate and resolve this effect. No, we're not doing this. Nope. I'm just walking away. Nope. I don't want to. You had an extra deck? Antidoters. Of course more. Of course more anime. 3 level 3 monsters. Nope, I'm checking out. Alright, well. Sergei Volkanov. Oh, the Russian Yu-Gi-Oh player. Dueling Destroyer. Alright, well, what kind of deck did you play, my man? Oh, he played the Thorn Prison deck. Thorn Prisoner Van. Okay. So, this card's targeted for an attack. You can reveal 1 Thorn Prisoner monster from your hand and pay 400 life. You take no damage from this battle. The damage type special summon both this card from your graveyard and the revealed Thorn Prisoner. That seems pretty bad. Alright, well, I'm just going to click on the extra deck here. The fusion monsters reveal all. Thorn Prisoner Van plus Darley plus Thorn Observer Zuma. This card's attack becomes double the value of subtracting your current life from 2,500. What? Once per turn, you can pay 100 life and then target 1 face monster your opponent controls. The target's attack becomes 100 till the end phase of this turn. Yeah, I'm not feeling this Thorn archetype. I'm gonna just be dead ass honest with you guys. Okay, it's 1 200 plus. It's a level 2 synchro. Synchro summon place 1 Thorn counter on all monsters on the field. When this card is on the field, monsters with Thorn counters cannot attack. This sounds like Preda counters. Also, during each player's end phase this turn, the turn player takes 4 damage for each Thorn counter on the field. This card is targeted for an attack while the attack of all monsters used for single material of this card are in the graveyard. Pay 400 life points. Target all those monsters. You take no battle damage. At the end of the damage step, special summon this card and those targets from your graveyard. Nope! Not doing this. Nope. Alright, my boy Skip Boyle. Or Suzuki, or... yeah, we're just going to call him Skip here. Our boy Skip played a Guts Master deck. Guts Master Fire. Once per turn, special summon 1 Guts Master monster from your hand. And each turn, the first attack position Guts Master monster thing you control that would be destroyed by battle, except this card is not destroyed. Alright, cool. So, dead just straight away. Nope. We're not voting for Skip. Sorry, Skip. We're skipping you. This is my pick for the cards. Now, if you've watched the Vrains anime, then you know that this guy has the craziest plant deck in existence. And this deck is so cool. Man, he had so much backstory too. All right, let's just take a moment to look at this. All right, so my guy here has the Sunavalon cards, Sunavalon. So this stupid deck. So you have this stupid normal monster. All right, well, this stupid normal monster starts climbing on in to Lynx. All right, so Sunavalon Daphne. It's 2 plant monsters. Can't be used as link material to turn it summoned. Cannot be targeted for attacks, but does not prevent your opponent from attacking you directly. Once you attribute 1 monster and target 2 plant link monster you gave her, return them to the extra deck. So they gave them basically a recurable option to return things back to the field here. We're going to just open up all of these because I do want to talk about this archetype. The Avalon cards are crazy. Then you have this stupid thing. So it's 2 plant monsters. Cannot be used as link material to turn it is link summon. Cannot be targeted for attacks, but your opponent can attack you directly. If this card is link summoned using a Sunavalon link monster's material, it gains the following effect. Up to twice per turn, if you take battle damage or effect damage, you can special summon 1 Sunvine link monster from your extra deck to your zone that this card points to. Well, that's pretty cool. Now, if we go back here to Spectre, just making sure which one. Okay, so anyway. And then we upgrade our stupid tree to the Link 3. Same thing, can't be used as link material, you're going to have to pass through to the next turn. Once per turn, if a monster this card points to is targeted for an attack, you can move that monster to another main monster zone to negate the attack. If this card is link summoned using a Sunavalon link monster as material, it gains the following effect. Up to 3 times per turn if you take battle damage. So summon 1 Sunvine link monster from your extra deck to your zone that a Sunavalon link monster points to. And if you do, gain life points equal to the damage you took. Alright, well that's pretty cool. Alright, and then this is our little tree. So it's 1 plant normal monster. So that little stupid normal thing that you saw. Same thing, can't be used as link material. Cannot be targeted for attacks, but your opponent can still OTK you. If you take battle damage or effect damage, special summon 1 Sunvine link monster from your extra deck to a zone that your Sunavalon link monster points to. And if you do, gain life points equal to the damage you took. Spicy. And then we start getting into like the crazier stuff. This is the link for 2+ plant link monsters. Can't be destroyed by your opponent's card effects. Cannot be targeted for attacks, but your opponent can still attack you directly. It seems to be the general recourse of this whole deck. And then once per turn, you can tribute 1 plant link monster's card points to. Target face-up soul and trap card your opponent controls up to the tributed link rating and destroy them. In the main monster zones, cannot attack the turn you activate this effect. You're probably like, what is this deck's win con? So, we also have Sunavalon Melias. So 2+ plant monsters, including link monster. Same thing, can't be used as link material. This card is linked. Something target 1 plant monster in your graveyard. Special summon it in defense position to your zone that this card points to. Cannot be targeted for attacks, but your opponent can still attack you directly. At the start of the battle phase, you can target 1 Sunvine link monster this card points to. During this battle phase, it can attack up to the number of Sunavalon link monsters you control. Enjoy those like 35 attacks. Oh look, a plant monster. Oh, it's got attack points. If no Sunavalon link monster points to this card, destroy this card. It's sad, but when opponent's monster declares an attack that targets this card, target 1 Sunavalon link monster this card points to. There's any damage you would take times 800 of that link rating. And this card, if this card is destroyed by battle, you're in the battle phase. Literally, like, this deck is just no fun to your opponent. This card is special summon target 1 Avalon link monster this card points to. Gain 9 points equal to its link rating. It's another link 1, by the way. This is the thing that we care about. 1 plant normal monster. So if no Sunavalon link monster points to this card, it detonates. If this card is special summon target 1 Sunavalon link monster this card points to, this card gains attack equal to that monster's link rating times 400. At the start of the damage step, this card battles opponent's monster and you activate this effect. The opponent's monster is destroyed by balance of the graveyard. Special summon that monster to your zone that a Sunavalon link monster points to. Yay, we got a beater! And it's so easy because it's 1 plant normal monster. Yay! But yeah, Spectre really just had like the craziest stuff for look at all of this support for this deck. Sunavalon Cursed Reborn, like, I will say, like, I would recommend reading into some of this stuff a little bit more because the Sunavalon deck is very interesting. The things that this man did in the anime were cancerous. But I will say that for the most part, that probably won't do at the same level. Control Sunavalon monster. Activate this card by sending one card from your hand to the graveyard. Control no Sunavalon monsters. Destroy this card. So you can only activate one of these per turn. Once per turn, target one level 4 lower plant normal monster in the graveyard. Special summon it. And then during the end phase, you can send this card to the graveyard. Target one trap card in your graveyard. Set it to your field. Oh boy! So we get a recurable card. We also get access back to our normal monsters. But the downside here is, you know, you have to play the normal monsters in the deck to make all of this. Control plant normal monster. Special summon this card from your hand. Banish this card from graveyard. Target one extra link 2 or lower plant link monster you control. Special summon one link monster with the same name to your field so that it is co-linked. By the way, this deck is crazy. I just wanted to point that out. And last but not least, we have Kingo Dojon. Alright, so you guys might know him as Blood Shepherd. Now, I know a lot of people also are looking at this deck and they're like, oh boy, gimmicky win deck. We can play drone support deck and we can get some win support here. Now, why I don't disagree that the battle drone deck is bad in the sense. We got Yako Tenma support out here, baby. And we have the entire Sunvine deck available for us as well. I think that the choice is clear here. Now, the drone deck was a very gimmicky deck, if I recall right from the show. Basically because you would have to set up link monsters and do things. Opponent's monster declares direct attack and send this card from your hand to the graveyard to negate the attack and splash summon drone tokens up to the number of monsters your opponent controls. Well, that's pretty bonkers. Alright. And of course, this guy's got a fusion of synchro and link monsters for literally everything that you could want. Alright, so 2 plus drone monsters to make it. Once per turn, target one drone monster graveyard, special summon it to your zone that this card points to. Once per turn, target one level 4 lower drone monster you control with 1000 or less attack. It can attack your opponent directly. Alright, so yeah, we just make a super boss monster attack our opponent directly. The theme. Alright, like, I don't know. I'm just saying, we got Yako Tenma out here, we got the Sunvine archetype. Which one are you going to vote for? Please, leave a comment down below, down there. Tell me what you guys think. Well, guys, out. The ride never truly ends. Thank you, patrons, for helping support the channel. Without you guys, I don't know if I'd still be doing this. And for those of you that like Cardfight Vanguard, FanCool40 is here for all your content needs. And those of you asking if I sell cards, mcoolgames.com for all your trading card game needs. Check the description for more interesting info. Thanks for watching, guys.